beauties. I thought it'd be fun to get together with you in the studio and plan for the month of February. Let's do it. One of my favorite things is opening up a new month spread. It feels so inspiring just to have a blank slate to work with. So what I want to do is fill in some of the important dates that I have in my Google Calendar. So I'll use my phone as a reference. And I'm using this wonderful water brush. It's by Ranger and Tim Holtz. It is the Precision Tip, and I use it for all of my Motivational Monday quotes. And as you know, if you've been following me for a while, that I like to use this inexpensive set of watercolors from Michaels. It's by the Artist Loft. And I'm just going to get my brush nice and wet and then draw in a few of the dates that I know that I want to include on this calendar. Now, since I use my Google Calendar the most, because it backs up to my computer and my phone, my planner is really a creative outlet for me and a way for me to visually see the important things. Plus, it's always fun to make a colorful spread using my favorite supplies. One of the things that I really like adding to any planner spread is washi tape. This is from the Planner Society's January kit. It's a floral pattern that I'm actually going to base my color scheme on for this entire month spread. One of the great things about using something that's already created as your inspiration or jumping off point is that you don't really have to guess. These colors already go nicely together, and it's probably something that I wouldn't have normally put together myself, but I'm really excited about it. So I'm now going to grab my Already Memories washi tape box, and this has my favorite thin washi tapes all together, and I'm tearing off this light pink because it matches the light pink of the flowers, and I'm blocking off the dates where I know I'm going to be out of town. This is a great simple technique that you can color coordinate blocks of days together if you know you're going to be doing, let's say, a similar thing, or you have an event over a few days. I'm going to, because I didn't clean off my brush, I'm just going to clean it off here by simply rubbing it against the paper. And I'm not squeezing any water out. I just want to get the excess ink off. Sorry, the excess paint off. But I'm so silly because I really should just have a separate pad with me or a baby wipe or something, but my laziness has gotten the best of me and I just wanted to add the extra paint over there. So I'm speeding this video up because I'm just writing in with my water brush a few things, and I am going to use the same cleaning off my brush technique up here, and you can see that it looks really cool. So this is the reason I like to use what I have in front of me if I can, because sometimes it'll spark other ideas as well. And once that is dry, it'll kind of look ombre sort of, because the color was saturated on one side as opposed to the other. All right, so I'm just filling in some things as usual, and now I'm going to go through some die cuts. These are from the Planner Society as well. She makes really cute kits, and I get them every month, and I just want to stick those on there as well as use a mix of stickers. This chair is really cute. As I'm going through these elements, I just choose what gravitates towards me. So I don't really spend too much time thinking about it because I know that sometimes I'm riddled with indecision and then I decide to do nothing, and that's not very productive. So I just decide and I like to just stick it down, and typically I'm pretty happy with the results. Here's another washi tape that came in the kit. It's a blue plaid, and I love the fact that I can mix pinks and blues together. I'm going to tuck this little excess strip underneath that typewriter there, and then just use scissors to trim off the top over here as well as the side over here. And because I didn't really have much more to fill in for February, I thought it would be fun to actually look back on January and fill in and make it look pretty. So this is something that I always start off by doing because I know it's easy, and I check my phone, reference my Google Calendar, and block off the dates using the washi tape that have some kind of significance. So the aqua is CHA, and then the lime green is when we were in Miami, and then my dad and his wife were in town in LA. So this is just kind of a colorful and fun way to get everything sorted out and kind of have a base to work on. Also, I wanted to use these cute stickers and it reminded me to use them first for January because they say stuff like hello 2016, and so I may as well go ahead and use that before the year passes on by and I'm unable to do that, or I lose my stickers, because there's a tendency to do that as well. So these are some cute little tags. I think they are from a Japanese store, and they're little post-it flags. So I'm just going to stick them down here, and that second little piece is kind of weird, but oh, it looks like it's just a little scrap. So I'm just going to throw that away and stick these down. So the scissors just indicate craftiness, and the thread is just cute too, so I wanted to make sure that was there. Sometimes I tear stuff out of magazines and they kind of pile up. I thought it'd be fun to put this one that says Sunshine State of Mind in January. It's nice to include random inspiring magazine clippings or things that you see that you tear out of catalogs. I believe this was from a furniture catalog, and I just want to adhere it down with some adhesive and reinforce it with washi tape. Washi tape is really just more decorative, but then I also remembered that I have this thin one, which a lot of people are big fans of. It was from a couple years ago, and apparently it was highly sought after by planner girls, and I'm glad some of you have them, and I will work and do my best to make new washi tapes. These are my newest ones, actually. They are with American Crafts, and this one is colorful and fun and has exos all over it. So the pack is actually a 6-pack. It comes with 3 different washi tapes and then 3 glitter tapes. Now I'm flipping through my pattern papers because I want to use that airplane punch. This is something that I haven't done before, but I do want to include it, and obviously it's a new punch, so I want to open it up first, and then I will pick a section of this paper, I think, to punch out into the airplane shape. But I actually changed my mind, so I grabbed a couple other sheets that could be options, and at first I was going to do the green, which I think is actually going to look pretty good with the hexagons in the background. This is a new paper from my collection with American Crafts called Better Together, and I think I'm going to put that one there and then use the pink side to punch another airplane and indicate when I'm coming home. So I'm going to, I think, face it west. Yeah, you know, little things like that that add a few little quirks to your planner, but make it kind of personalized and fun. So there's actually another side to this piece of paper that I want to make sure I cut out, excuse me, and I usually just take my cutter bees and cut it out into a big piece and then focus on trimming it or fussy cutting it more properly. So I got this glue pen, and it's pretty precise, but I'm just going to open it up. It's the Zig Squeeze and Roll, and I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time with packaging sometimes. But I'm going to give it a good shake and a squeeze, and you can see that the glue is coming out, and it's blue, so you can see where you're actually putting it. This is very precise, and I think it's actually something that I'm going to keep on my desk and use quite often. I think it'll get into small spaces nicely. So I'm going to stick it over here. And we actually took 2 flights that day, but it's okay. I'm going to just leave it as 1 airplane. I'll do the same thing to this one. And I will also go ahead and glue down the camera with my regular tape runner. And then I'm going to go back to watercoloring with the water brush. I want to add some different highlights in here. I really want to fill up this whole spread of January memories because it was such a busy month. I think it's fun to look back and reflect, and this is just one of those ways I know that you planner girls sometimes like to document if you're not a scrapbooker, or even if you are. I love any form of memory keeping, especially ones that look cool and use up my supplies. So I'm actually wiping this off on a tissue this time instead of just doing it on the paper. I'm not sure if you've noticed, you probably have, but I went with kind of a rainbow reverse order for the washi tapes, and what I'm trying to do is coordinate the writing with the washi tape color on those given days or weeks. It's not exact, obviously, but I think that this is a fun way to kind of color code and make it look cohesive and have this rainbow effect going on. I know that a lot of you actually color code your activities, and that's something that I hope to do in the future, but I like to write most stuff down in black ink and then accent it with watercolor details. I'm going to mark the YouTube videos in red and then also just add some more highlights and just fun things that we had to do or events. I think that one of the things that I hope to do is have this calendar and planner as a way to look back on all the great memories and all the things that we did. A lot of times this serves as a creative outlet for me, and I'm sure for you guys too. I like to experiment and try new things in my planner, but I also like to stick with tried and true and what works and what appeals to me. So I'm going to just fill in some more things, and then I remembered that I wanted to try some colorful pens to write in some details, and I'm going to stick with the same kind of theme where I match the washi tape with what I'm filling in. So I think overall it's going to have kind of a rainbow effect. There are going to be sections where it's written in pen, thin lines, thick lines, and I think that it'll be a good mix once it comes together. So just writing down details. I'm referring to my bullet journal actually because I had this grand plan. Oh, by the way, when I get to this section, I like to actually fold it over to write. I don't know if any of you guys feel the same way, but I'll get back to the bullet journal in a second. What I want to do now is use these planner stamps from Clearly Kelly, and they're a collaboration with Hero Arts. They're cute acrylic stamps that stamp really well, and I'm going to stick with the colors once again of the whole spread. So I'll just stamp some random phrases, and these planner stamps are great because they were made specifically for planners, so there's a bunch of cute phrases and icons to include. Okay, so back to the bullet journal thing. I wanted to try and attempt bullet journaling this year. So on January 1st, I got all excited and I watched some YouTube videos and I started a new notebook, and I did it until January 3rd, maybe 4th. But what I recorded was really great and I used it as reference for this planner spread. But I realized that I'm really bad at daily projects, so I'm going to use this planner to record things ahead of time, but also make it a point to fill in what I did accomplish. I don't know if any of you, use it in the same way, and it kind of serves that purpose of planning ahead, but also reflecting on all your accomplishments and things that you might have done. Now, I get a lot of comments saying, oh, I do the same thing every day. Well, you could actually stamp, family dinner every day in your planner, and I think it'd look cute. I mean, if that's what you did. I cook dinner very rarely, so I put the words cook dinner on top of each other, and then, I stacked them, and then I stamped it in yellow because I think I cooked dinner maybe once this month. No, probably more than that, but that's all I remember. So I want to add some more stamping and filling in the blanks, and I think that this really ties in all together if you use kind of bigger stamps so that you can really fill in the blanks. So this is my writing. Whoops, there goes that acrylic block. I'm mounting the stamp here. So it says hello there, and I know I have hello like 4 times up there, but I think it's okay. I think it looks cute. I'm going to mix in some positive plus signs that are just kind of fun to spread throughout, and just add a little bit of color and interest to different sections of the planner that don't necessarily have anything else that could go in there or that I want to put in there. So an XO here, an XO down here. I think you can just use the supplies that you have on hand. One thing that I did want to show you though is I have this heart, and I'm going to stamp it in this teal color, and then I'm going to put another one somewhere over here. I'm very scientific and technical about where I stamp things. And then I'm taking this darker blue, the outline, and stamping right on top of it. It's very obvious, but I think that once it dries, it'll look really nice and detailed. Just gonna finish up some stamping here, and then I'm going to grab some stickers. These are my Better Together clear stickers. So there's two sides, and I'm speeding up this video because I think it would be over 30 minutes, and that might not be fun for you to watch or listen to, but I do a lot of changing of my mind, and then sometimes I'm just determined to commit. And with stickers, you do have to decide and definitely place it. Okay, so look, this scissor actually moved. It's just a Post-it, so I'm just going to stick it down again. I'm actually too lazy at that moment right there to take my little glue pen, because that would have been helpful. But I realized that I wanted to add this typewriter for Valentine's Day, or like the month at least of February. And I thought it'd be cute down here. And then I can add some sentiments if I want to on those lines. So I had a call with Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to put this donut sticker over here, and just use all the colorful, playful things that are available to me on this sheet. The nice thing about clear stickers is that you can see where you're putting them. You can see designs behind it. Part of the joy in using stickers, it reminds me of when I was little, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way. It just feels so fun to use these little icons and phrases that are just, I don't know, really fun to use. I can't think of another word other than fun right now, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, so this looks pretty good and cohesive, but as you know, more is more. So I keep wanting to add cute little details. I like how the gold ties in. I'm really trying to work in that bike, but I just can't figure out how to do it. This typewriter is going to fit down here as long as I stick it near the bottom, and then I'll take my scissors to trim off the excess. Yeah, so you can see a little bit of the bleed through on the other side, but it does not bother me. Honestly, like stamping with these colorful inks makes me so happy on this side that I don't even care about the other side. I really don't. I know that bothers a lot of people, but I've learned to just accept it, and I love experimenting and trying things out. I just get a lot of satisfaction from using my supplies. I think it justifies purchasing more new things when they come out, because us planner girls, we love our cute supplies. Okay, I feel like I could go on and on for February, but I think I'm going to call it done for now. I can always fill in the blanks later. It was awesome looking back on January and being reflective. I like this memory keeping method a lot. It's such a great creative outlet. So that was really fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing all those random techniques and feel inspired to get creative in your planner as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. What were your favorite techniques and ideas? Leave them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. And I will see you soon in another video. Bye! Happy planning! Happy all around! Blah, 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 blah.